Come on. Oh, there we go. I'm back.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, Volstone. Sorry, if you guys sent a message in that interim, I didn't see it because I was refreshing chat. Oh, I hate when that happens. But I'm back. Suddenly, Mert is a Hayden stream. And we're back. Thank you all. Thank you for waiting. I hate when that happens, it's so annoying. LeMayo to you too.
Most bandits are cowards.
Thwarted.
These seem to be braver than most.
Okay, so we need to put the bits in. This is it, folks. Oh god, okay. Ah. Oh no, this is just a drawer. Thank you all. Non-profit actions, yep. What a good way to get you to waste your merts. I made curry noodles and there is only chocolate milk in the house. You didn't, did you? I can start the next step of my plans. Oh dear. You didn't make curry noodles with chocolate milk, did you? To Bruno. Where on earth? I remember not realising where to put it the first time either. It won't hurt. I suppose technically not. Same as water and syrup. Kind of obsessed with the new Devil May Cry 5 song. Devil May Cry 5 always has really, really good soundtracks. Devil May Cry always has really, really good soundtracks. I'm drinking it, but I cooked it with tape water. What's tape water? Save up 1,000,000 points and just make me take my glasses on and off. I had somebody try and do that once, and that is why you can only cash it in 3 times a stream. Virgil got his own theme. Hey! Oh, tap water. Alright, that's fair. You're claiming that back. Disgusting. I know that this happened to me last time as well. Apparently she's supposed to show up, but take my shards. I'm worried about this. Leisure suit Larry. I'm worried about this. This didn't show up as a quest marker. I don't have her journal. I can't find her journal. She didn't speak to me when I was collecting any of the pieces. I'm worried. I'm worried. How did the stream crash? I don't know. It just crashed. Save and reload. Alright, let's try that. Good old Bethesda. It will be over soon. Let's give it 24 hours first. Yeah, I don't... the stream crashes sometimes. It might just be connections and such. CJWM, Todd Howard sends his regards. You damn right he does. That's fine, Hayden. I appreciate that. Stab her ass. She's not here. She's not here to be stabbed. Oh, just put the pits in there. If your lights go out, who do you want me to contact? Just curious. The police.
Hello.
Dreads! Thank you for the host, Dreads. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Right, let's load the Burnley boys. Welcome back, Sonny. You know Dreads? Yeah. How did the stream crash? I don't know, Joker. It just does sometimes. Yeah, I've known Dreads for ages. Too many trophies in one place, yeah. So how long till the plat of the Skyrim? Well, it depends if this works. I can't believe this is broken. What kind of music do you like? I like lots of music. I listen to the GTA 5 Los Santos radio soundtrack a lot. Because I'm not particularly nuanced. So anything that's on that. Spotify, I've got all of the songs in the game. I like video game soundtracks. I like... I don't know. There's loads of things. They're always up to something. Oh, Bruno. But before she was cool. You look totally different without your glasses on.
Most bandits are cowards.
Hopefully in a good way. I haven't touched GTA after San Andreas. Oh, that's a shame. I really liked GTA 5. It was really good. Metalhead. You know what? I'm one of those like basic bitches where when I say I like lots of different music, I actually mean like I like a few things, but nothing like death metal-y. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, I love a bit of everything. But if somebody put like folk metal on, I'd be like, what? What quest are you doing? We're trying to trigger the Ethereum quest, but the ghost hasn't shown up, and I think it's broken. If you like video game soundtrack, you like furry. Pardon? Fury? Oh, Bruno. Oh, thank you, Joker. That's really kind. You managed to see my 50th follower in Dark Souls 2. Hey! Back in the day. But Fintroll is dope. Oh, I knew somebody would be like, but what about this? Ghosts aren't real. Oh. Fury soundtrack is so good. My old housemate used to just play all sorts of game soundtracks. Like Doom, Bastion, Transistor. Classic metal is where it's at in video game soundtracks. The only thing even remotely akin to metal that I like is Metallica. And even then it's quite a superficial affection for them. So like Enter Sandman, Master of Puppets, Nothing Else Matters. So like nothing... Everything like mainstream that they've done. Bastion soundtrack is really good. I feel weird when I read Merc casually in chat because it's my name. Oh yeah, Sega, 20s. Fuck the Black Album. DM'd you on Twitter, dude. Reload a save in which you have not started the Dawn God questline, then drop the Ethereum Wars and any crystal shards if you have obtained any, and pick the book back up to read it. The questions start and you can pick up the shards. Ah, awesome. Thank you, Birch. I need to go and find the book. I don't have the book. I've only got the... I think you have to go to another door for the ruin and collect the pieces of the Ethereum, build it, then bring it back here. I've got all of the pieces. But the quest markers haven't been working. Yeah, let's try and go find the... What about Devil May Cry? I really like Devil May Cry 3, I think. I read the manga for Devil May Cry, that was really good. I need to find a copy of the Ethereum Wars. Do any of you know where it is? I don't remember most of Transistor's soundtrack saying, but I know that I liked it. Spike in a Rail. I don't know that one. Paper Boats. It's probably the only Transistor song I know. Yeah, I never know them by name. I just play them. Like Animal Crossing soundtrack. I play that when I'm trying to have a nap. It runs Court Mage, and he'll have one in his books. Which Court Mage? Oh, Whiterun. Metal Gear Solid 2's got a good soundtrack? Nice. Alright, let's go and have a look. Thank you very much, Hayden. Let's have a look. Brutal Legend was a game with a good collection of metal. Yeah, wasn't that the game that had Jack Black in it? Whiterun, and there'll be the Court Mage, and there's one within his bookshelves. Thank you, Hayden. It's actually hard to do 100% of the quests in Bethesda games, because usually some of them randomly bug out. Yeah, the one that bugged out for me the first time I got the Platinum for Skyrim was the Daedric quests, because I didn't realise that the Clavicus Vial items had broken. They didn't count as Daedric items anymore, so you have to exploit Hercine's quest to get both of his, and that's the only way you can get it to work. So I didn't realise until way later. I didn't have the saves anymore. So I had to start a whole new game and then spend like 30 hours trying to do that. Brutal Legend is really good, but only half the game it purported to be. Really? That's a shame. Cannibal Corpse! I know about Cannibal Corpse. Right, let's see what we can find. Oh, Legend of the Red Eagle. I've already read that though. Ah, cool. Devil Survivor had a fucking dope soundtrack. Nice. You should have read the code first to see the bugs. I should have. Right, let's drop these. No! You have to exploit her scenes. It's not really an exploit, you just end up tricking the werewolf. Yeah, you have to like help the werewolf, then kill the werewolf. I like them, but I understand 100% why people wouldn't. That's a shame. That's a shame. I think I remember Zero Punctuation reviewing it. Looks like the quest might be broken. I don't want to restart from a save as well, because we've done a lot today. I mean, we're only 3.5 hours in, but that's still a lot. Maybe we could run back, do the quest, and then reload this save. Because I think we only have to finish the quest. Brutal Legend was cool, it felt just like WoW. That's nice. The art was kind of WoW-ish. I think I remember that.
Very good.
It's Cooper. Thank you for the follow, Cooper. Hey, Cooper, I think you are follower number 900. Thank you so much. You are a milestone. Thank you. I thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have been excited for this day. And it was Cooper. Thank you. You don't see any Fury in my library. I don't know what you're talking about. What is Fury? $8.99? It might take a minute to update. That's what I see. Sad. Jack Black and Tim Curry. Oh, Tim Curry. Uh-oh. Come back. Welcome back, Jay. Do you want the dialogue censored or not prompts? Really? Maybe somebody unfollowed. You better not have, Baker. No problem. Hey, Cooper. How you doing? Alright. Let me see. Where is Katria's diary? Ethereum. No, Lost to the Ages. That was my theory, my research, blah blah blah. Command F, diary. Stop, it's not there, what? Diary. Oh wait, I found a bugs page. No journal. No journal bug, right. After deleting, I didn't find the journal, so I looked at the page to see there's a common bug. I found it in the bug section, but with the addition that isn't confirmed yet. Someone played Dawn Guard. Now it's the 4th or 5th time. I'm doing the quest in the journal. Has always been there. Oh, other people have had this. Katria, no journal. Sorry, guys. Load it before you pick it back up. Birch, the journal didn't spawn. The journal didn't spawn. It's a boss rush game with an amazing soundtrack and really polished combat with bullet hell. Sakura was a waifu. Suck. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, I mean, that's really funny. I got a crochet book that has patterns for fantasy creatures. Nice, Jay. What are you gonna make? How is Mad Max? Alright. So, I put everything down, I save it, and then I load it. This seems like a problem. I hit my bandwidth limit loading the bug page. The bug page is enormous. Oh my god, there's a dragon. The two of them having the same problem? I have the same problem. I have the same problem. You should reload a save from before you first did it. Fuck. Oh god. I did that one. Try using mods, complete the rest of the quest, got all shards, found the demo mechanism. Start it there. Nope. Journal is nowhere to be found. But the book with her notes should be on her corpse after you talk to her. A lot of people have my problem. I don't have console commands. Alright, I might have to do this on another save, that kind of sucks. Since Fallout 76 they really did it for me. The bugs were always bad, but the game was just so unfinished. It's a total joke, so I won't buy any more of their games until unless a miracle happens. I'm kind of hoping that being owned by Microsoft might help that a bit. That's what I found, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Oh damn, Jay, that's a shame. Welcome back, Hayden. I'll see you soon, Mark. Alright, so looks like that quest might be done for. The journal definitely wasn't on her body when we first went there. Because I know she scolded me, but it was supposed to be on her body and it wasn't. Which means that we didn't get all of the locations. Didn't get all of the locations or anything. It was really embarrassing. Oh bless Jay. Think about studios like Rare. I guess I was kind of hoping like best case scenario.
Most people are cowards. These seem to be braver than most.
You're one of the very first streamers to actually get me back into Skyrim within the last few months, because I haven't played Skyrim since I think May. It's what, now October, congrats. You're the best human being ever, but I don't forgive you for Cicero. You know what, that's very valid, Hayden. I wouldn't forgive me either, so It's completely fine by me. Thank you very much. You've been really kind. Alright, well, looks like this is a really common bug. Yeah, you did try, Birch. Thank you so much. Like, I do appreciate it. Looks like I'll have to come back. Okay. Well. Haven't played Skyrim since the year it came out. Wow, that's a long time. Alright, so we'll have to carry on with the main quest then. I feel like the best way to mourn Cicero now is to go to the Dark Brotherhood and get him a girlfriend in my game. Bless! Who are you gonna pick? I appreciate you too, Birch.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Laws.
Try to hide it all.
Microsoft hands money over so companies can make what they want. Yeah, I mean, like, hopefully with Bethesda's track record of making interesting games, even though they're, like, really buggy and poorly maintained, hopefully they'll be given the reins to make interesting stuff, but forced into like a better QC process. I feel like that's the absolute best possible outcome you could expect. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna pick Caesarea. Nice. That sounds like a cool name. Knew I had a cat here in my eye.
I serve Jarl Baldur as steward.
Hey.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
It's actually a female version of Cicero. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I gleaned.
In my palace. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragon.
These games also seem less and less inspired. I get what you mean.
What you're asking? You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? I'm sorry, but I can't. What you want me?
Can I just keep persuading?
I'm sorry.
No.
I can't.
I get what you mean. Like, they've also become much more streamlined. So
the risk is too great.
Just feel like everything becomes more and more and more stripped back as time goes on. With the Elder Scrolls games. Think like to Morrowind, to Oblivion, to Skyrim, the jumps they made, like just carving stuff out and removing it. Also, I really liked in Morrowind how there were no map markers. It would just be like, hey, so you need to go over there, you need to go past that rock, and take a left at the end of that road. And I thought that was really fun. Playing it was slower, but it was definitely more interesting. He hasn't really touched the stuff. Oh, Jasper. Well, maybe once he gets used to having it around, he'll like it a bit more. That's how Breath of the Wild did it. See, it works. You know, it's possible.
I don't know about such.
You pay over 7 billion. Chances are you're going to be making sure that things go well. I reckon so.
That's good enough for me.
The riddles and quests in Skyrim are awful compared to Oblivion. I completely agree. Like, Oblivion definitely wasn't as complex as Morrowind, but
and I will.
I feel like the quests and story had just enough complexity that it was like really compelling, really interesting. Some of the guild quests were much cooler. The Fighters Guild wasn't necessarily amazing, but I mean, like, Fighters Guild is like the ready salted crisps of guild.
Sorry.
I thought the guilds were more inspired.
Then
if Microsoft screws up Elder Scrolls 6 because they bought out ZeniMax, what else was it? Bethesda Studios and every other company they're owned. Right, what do you mean about it?
The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is...
Oh great, we have to do the Greybeards Council.
If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council...
Fight Microsoft at that point, I'm going to full-on fist fight the owner of Microsoft. Alright. Alright, that'd be good.
Aye, Dragonborn.
I'd watch that.
Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Can't believe it was broken. Classic. Gonna have to start a new game and then absolutely fucking leg it over. Do the quest. well grumpy about that. At least we can still fast travel. Ketria's journal. Bloody console command. Lost to the ages. Oh. Detailed walkthrough. Bugs. After forging either the crown, activating the forge may place the Ethereum quest in it. Neither to operate the lift may not appear. When speaking to Catcher after discovering the entrance to the Ethereum force, she may disappear. Catcher's journal may not be found. Reading the Ethereum walls may not add the miscellaneous objective.
I thought it was him we saw.
May not be able to the quest log either, meaning that you will be unable to complete the quest. A way to fix either bug above is to reload a save in which you have not started the Dawn Guard questline, then drop the Ethereum walls and any crystal shards if you have obtained any, and pick the book up and read it. The questions start, and then you can pick it up. Alright, never mind. Beating Bill Gates in a fist fight would make you the new owner if this was an anime. You know what, maybe they'll respect it.
To any other followers of the way of the voice.
Please kill both Ulfric and General Tullius. I think they're essential characters. I don't think I can I?
The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
The Wiki of Bethesda Games has a list of at least 5 commonly occurring bugs on every quest entry. Yeah.
Has made
the fact that the main quest can irreparably bug is kind of silly.
Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change.
Like if Alduin doesn't spawn on top of the mountain, that's it. You're fucked.
Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms. Wind, guide you.
Wind. I have wind. I guess we've technically started the Dawn God questline because we heard a guard talk about it ages ago, and now it is like a quest in our log. Wind, guide you. Get the chance in the peace treaty, please kill them both, and then the war is completely over. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm not allowed. Hey, Will! How long have you been here, Will? Have you seen that the Ethereum quest is completely broken? Just say, yeah, I'm sure it's fine, Petticoat. They call me the Wanderer Man. Yes. By Azura. It's the Grand Champion. Right, let's go and talk to... Wait. Alright, let's go and talk to, what's his name? The man. Whatever he's called. Ugh. Also, can't forget about the Thalmor. The Thalmor suck. The Thalmor are really bad guys. Like, all of them are horrible and, like, completely, like, black and white evil. Fair enough, Will. How are you doing? All of them are horrible and, like, completely black and white evil with, like, no redeemable features. I don't like enemies. I don't like bad guys in TV that are just blanket bad. I like them to have a bit of nuance. I like them to, you know, be humanized and stuff. It's frustrating that they make them just, oh, Thalmor bad.
I remember you.
I want Nintendo to do something revolutionary and release the damn games on PC and other consoles. That would be great. That would be great. I would like them to do that as well.
Good.
In my opinion, I think the Stormcloaks are racist and they should have the treaty extended because they're racist. Can't have Skyrim being racist either. The Stormcloaks are super racist, yeah. Isn't that quest a trophy,
Darmar,
though?
Your size, you
Which
often
one?
see where we can best use your talents. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
None of the trophies are missable.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political
The Ethereum one,
situation is
yeah,
still
yeah,
tough.
that is a trophy.
Not all the Jarls
So we're gonna have to start
committed
a new playthrough at the end of the game and just run and do it.
I can't afford to appear weak.
Talking about the White
I
Gold
can't agree
Concordat.
to this
Yeah,
unless Tullius himself will be there.
yeah. I know a lot about I don't know a lot about Elder Scrolls as well, but I know about like the White Gold Concordat and stuff. And again, just making factions with different conflicting interests would be so much better. Good and bad are such infantile concepts. I agree, yeah, like... I think that there would be ways to make it a really compelling push and pull between the Empire and the Stormcloaks. But it's just not. It's like, Empire are like Thalmor simps and Stormcloaks are really racist. Like, I don't want to side with either of them, really. I'm only doing it for a trophy, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't bother. The first few times I played Skyrim, like back on the Xbox 360, I didn't bother with the Civil War at all. I was like, I don't care about either of them. I don't know, I don't understand how a game could be in development for that long and have such a poorly fleshed out set of characters and motivations. I would start a second Great War and wipe the Thalmor off the face of the earth. I mean, that's pretty valid.
I don't abide fancy clothes.
It would be interesting if they went that way. I don't know, the game makes it very difficult to care, you know? It makes it very difficult to care. Now you made it sound kind of like real life, can't side with the simps or the racists. Yeah, well, the thing is, the game like wants you to pick one of them.
I believe the legate gave you an order. I expect you to follow it. Dismissed.
Oh, we have to do the Stormcloak. We have to do the story
The reception would be public.
before we can do any more. I believe the legate gave you an order.
Stole your sweet roll.
He's mean. What if somebody did steal a secret? They should have a conflict called the Second Great War. That is a big brain idea, I think. Well, yeah, I guess it depends what the war's all about. Since reliable, they show which girl's the biggest ego of them all. I guess so. But I mean, what if they're simping after the Thalmor? Like, what are they showing then?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
They could call it World War II! That's such a good idea! Oh, never heard of that one. You should look up the Simps song. What is the Simps song? Obsidian made a better faction system a year earlier, but I just woke up and it's almost midnight. When did you go to bed, Will? What have you been up to?
The armored means light.
So before we can carry on with the main quest, we have to do the bleeding join in the Legion quest. Oh, I think I can get back changed again. I think I already did. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like I'm in the best stuff that I can buy at least. I'm gonna go and watch DuckTales and hopefully fall asleep. Oh, DuckTales. Sounds cool. Enjoy. They did, but it wasn't very refined. Sad. Sad. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how a game can be in development for that long and still be so, like, shallow in regards to storytelling. Like, the world is big, there's a lot of stuff to do. It's just so strange. Because, I mean, like, we'd only need to replace voice lines for things to be different. So it's not as if they'd have needed more development time. It's a song called Simp Detector by Young Nugget. Oh, fair enough. I've never heard of Young Nugget. I woke up at 1 AM this morning, that's my excuse. What time did you go to bed? Well done, graphics department, story bland, both story department. Oh god, you and Will both woke up just now. Jesus Christ, Shekel. You guys are a mess, a collective mess. Yeah, I now know 3 people that have played The Last of Us 2, and 2 of them thought it was amazing. 2 of them thought it was absolutely God's gift. But they both said that it was very emotionally exhausting to play, which is worth considering. And one of them isn't too taken with it. That's the impressions that I've seen so far. About 7. You didn't even get 8 hours, Will. Put it on, you're my favourite human being and forget about the Scissors misfortunes. I'd love to, but I can't because of copyright. I'm sorry. But I will have a look at it. Got such a fucking bad headache, I had to yeet to sleep. Yeet thyself. No, just later you can do it. It's just saying, if you confirm that you did it, you're my favourite human being. I will. I regard it as a story game, so I expect more of a story. Yeah, like games with stealth mechanics, like Dishonored, Alien Isolation, The Last of Us 2, they do get very tiring very fast. Like playing a stealth game where you have to go undetected is really exhausting to do for a very long time. I can only play games like that in short spurts, so when I go to games like that, like I found Alien Isolation to be like knuckle-draggingly boring. Like stealth is fun, but it's very tiring, you know. Oh, thank you, Hayden. It's very tiring. Like it's very mentally, you know, it requires a lot from you mentally to just keep in tune with it all the time. So I guess if it's a really, really long stealth game, and the story is, you know, lackluster and it's not really keeping you motivated to keep like pushing on with it, it can probably be like very exhausting. Hey Figs. Metal Gear Solid is lovely. See, I've not played Metal Gear Solid, but like for example, from my perspective, I played Alien Isolation and I found it so boring. I am a real scaredy cat. I jump at everything, and yet I just wasn't scared. Didn't care about it. Found it very tiring to play. Found the gameplay to be quite dull. Got really annoyed by the fact that I would keep getting somewhere and then it would be like, oh, you need a key for this. Oh, the key's broken, you need to go and cut a new key. Oh, the key cutter is dead, you need to go and learn how to cut keys. I just found it so boring and it made me like really lose interest in the game. Sure thing, Joker, you have a really amazing evening. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you later. So I feel like if The Last of Us 2 is like that, then I can kind of understand your grievances. Go on, Volstagg. See to him. I played it, but I don't think it has many mechanics. No, Alien Isolation is a very shallow experience. You essentially have like the classic torch that runs out of battery after 30 seconds. Metal Gear Solid has many, yeah. Well, Dishonored has many mechanics as well. Many options for how you like approach things. And yet, after a full play, I played through it twice to get the platinum trophy for it. And after twice, I was pretty burnt out on it. So even then, even with a game full of options and like full of things you can do, I still like struggled to get invested. How to cut keys for dummies in abandoned space stations. It just got so ridiculous, like everything. Many Easter eggs and things to explore. Yeah, Dishonored was really good for that. There was a lot of stuff that you could uncover as you played, or you could choose to just like rush through it. There were like 1,000 different ways to approach each thing. There were like different ooh, that's nice. There were like different, you know, various things. It was a very interesting game, but it it's just exhausting to like play that kind of thing for a really long time. I haven't really built a stamina for it. So for me, like, if I'm gonna play a stealth game, I have to be so interested in what's happening next that it like carries me through. Is this it? Probably not. Like, even Dishonored, which I really enjoyed, I was like... Played through it twice, was really tired of it by the time I'd finished it the second time. I mean, I don't know what Metal Gear Solid's like. I will be playing number 4 soon. But the stealth games that I have played, and if The Last of Us 2 is like them, then I would understand how the burnout can happen. Ah, alright, so Metal Gear Solid allows you some leeway to blast through if you don't want to do stealth all the time. I think that's really good, like a nice bit of reprieve. Because in my second playthrough of Dishonored I could do that, but I also had to play through it in such a way that I didn't get any supernatural abilities. So like I could blast through and kill people, but I had to do it with a single dagger, which meant that I wouldn't necessarily live if there were lots of enemies. So if there's like a reprieve from the stealth, then that's probably a really good choice, like development wise. Ooh. Glass bow. That's nice. Story's confusing. I don't get all the stuff about philosophers and patriots, but I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, from what I've heard, the Metal Gear Solid story is like insanely convoluted. But if it's enjoyable, then that's all that matters, really. Hello. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I am down for it. Also, oh wait, Shekkel's not back. When Shekkel's back, I'm going to tell him about the Ethereum problem. Hey, Wood Elf, Blood Elf. I kind of understand up through Metal Gear Solid 4. Nice. Someone's been paying attention. It's pronounced how it's spelled. See you in a bit, Hayden. Fair. I fear you, Figs. Lally Lou Lalo. Wow. So what else do we need to clear out? Must be another area. I'm pretty sure there is another area. Oh yeah, it's down here. Whoop whoop. Ooh. Gotta lay low.
Bad time to get lost, friend.
Kingdom Hearts has like a crazy storyline in a way that makes me laugh. I liked watching BDG unravel it.
You won't leave Skyrim alive! Victory is yours! I stand.
Hey. Behind you! Pantomime time. Did you watch the recent Unraveled? Was that the Halo one? And you played Mentioned by Girls. Kingdom Hearts has a huge male following, Pettikelly. Kingdom Hearts is really popular with guys. The only people I know who've played Kingdom Hearts... Actually, I only know one girl who's played Kingdom Hearts. It's a very enjoyable game. Apparently the combat is very good. There was one a day or two about Crash Bandicoot. Oh, love Crash.
Very
Reed
good.
Wonderboy, thank you so much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I don't know a single guy. Oh, there are plenty in chat. Not a single male on this planet has played Kingdom Hearts. Not a single male. The member of QC who was asked to do it politely declined. Yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts is pretty well loved equally by all genders. Bruno, I promise we'd already hit 900. It showed up as 900 for me. I think it takes a while to update on like the main page. We had definitely hit 900. Weed Wonder Boy is our beautiful 901. I promise. I promise. I have a counter. I have a counter. A 1,000 when? Hopefully soon. I can't wait to do an 1,000 stream. I've got it vaguely planned out. Yeah, 901 shekel. You slept through it. Which is sad. I later learned Kingdom Hearts inherited what was left from the work they did when they tried to make a 3D Secret of Mana. Oh. Wait, why is that sad? I gotta sell a bunch of shit, so let's wait 7 hours? Sumo will be in the big leagues and forget all of us little people. I would never forget Sweet Yummy. I'd probably forget Shekel, but I'd never forget Sweet Yummy. Yummy no senshi.
Seems there's no end to
This
the
3D
needs
Secret
of
of Mana
the
would be cool.
finest
I never
weapons
played
and
Secret of
armor.
Mana, so I cannot relate, but it's always a shame when they don't make the game that you'd absolutely buy in a heartbeat. Like Time Splitters remaster. There's another Spyro franchise. Also got a question. What? You've got a question? The remakes they make are total garbage though. Sad.
Return.
During my summer, were there challenges around? We had a couple challenges. Our main challenge was to do the Ethereum questline, and it glitched irreparably. It's completely broken. We're gonna have to start a new playthrough at the end of this and do it again. We also had the one where you have to like unequip all of your stuff and only use what you find. We had a bunch. A great Amazon Prime miniseries. I really wish I'd gotten into it a bit more. Oh. Yes, now I remember what we were doing here. But yeah, basically, we've got our first irreparably broken trophy of the playthrough. So we're gonna have to speedrun it when we get back. How did Ethereum glitch? So when I arrived to the first area, either the journal did spawn and I didn't pick it up, but I don't think it spawned and I didn't pick it up. I definitely searched the body and I didn't find the journal on it.
Deliver your report to Legate Ricka.
Welcome back,
So the journal either didn't show up or it despawned after I was there for a bit. So it didn't give me any quest markers for the rest of the quest. So I went around and collected all of the Ethereum key pieces. And when I got to the next stage of the quest, it didn't stop.
In joining the Legion, you'll be taking a note
we can't.
to the service of the Emperor.
We could have reloaded.
Every citizen.
We could have dropped everything and picked it all up if we didn't have a Dawn Guard quest active. But the Dawn Guard quest line has been started, so it means that we have to do the whole thing again. Play through to level 20 for the sake of one quest. Wait,
mind.
you have to be level 20 to
Decided
start
you
that
wanted
quest.
A soldier for the Empire after
Please.
all.
Please don't. Please don't. Right, I'll take the
Well
oath.
then, repeat after me.
No.
Upon my honor,
No.
I do swear undying loyalty.
So yeah, we
to
just
the
got to do it
Emperor
all again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the end of this platinum, well, to the end of this
And
playthrough, and see if there's
unwavering
anything else that
obedience to the
breaks, and then we can
officers
just do a
of his
big
great
fat
empire.
cleanup. Big fat cleanup.
May those above judge me.
Kurt Russell?
Below
Wow.
take me if I fail in my duty. Long
And
live
then we can
the
just
Emperor.
absolutely leg it.
Long live the Empire. Welcome to the Imperial Legion, soldier.
Thank you.
Just remember, we take care of our own. Once you're in the Legion, you're in it for life. Speak to Behrend. He's normally out by the forge. He'll get you outfitted. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Legate Ricka has a special assignment for you.
I'm not here for her. Hey!
Ulfric will want... The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me?
So Solid Snake is based on Kurt Russell, who is based on Snake. What?
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do
Kojima
just
fucking
that.
loves movies.
Dragons
Bless.
or no dragons.
Bless him.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides,
Why do
by
my
all
persuasions
reports, the
persuasions
Storm
never
folks are
work?
suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks. Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance.
Oh my god, you're
to
so
bluster
bitchy,
about the
Tullius.
Empire's
Just
many
go.
crimes.
Jeez.
He's
Have some
probably
decorum.
hoping
Have some
I'll
grace.
refuse so he can blame the Empire for being unreasonable. I think I'll have to disappoint
Boethiah's
him.
proving that was such a pain in the ass last time I played this. Boethiah's proving, because I had to redo the whole Daedric Walker achievement list. Boethiah's proving was level 30. You have to be level 30 to do that, maybe even more. And I had to do all of it and then level to level 30 and then do Boethiah's proving.
I thought the Moot chose the king. We're backing Elisif. When the Moot
Took
meets,
ages.
they'll do the sensible thing.
Luckily, like, you have to do a bunch of the main quests to do the Ebony Blade, and a few other Daedric quests to sort of interact with, like, different guilds and things. So I managed to get to level 30 before I didn't have to do any grinding.
It's not as simple as that.
But it just took forever. Just took ages.
A potent symbol for his cause to
Took a
rally
million
around.
years.
But if we found it first,
And we gave it to Elisif.
in the absence of the Moot, it would further legitimize her claim.
Perhaps. I'm entrusting you with what
What's the cap? 50. The level cap.
But I'm warning you,
No, the level cap
this turns
no
out
longer
to be a
exists.
waste of
I think
time
it's
and men.
they've made it so that you can
It won't be a
legendary
waste.
your
Make sure you
stats.
take the
So when they get to level 100,
send
you
her
can
back
like
when
prestige
you get
them,
there
bring them
and
back
find
down to
nothing
level
but
1
old bones and
infinitely.
cobwebs.
I think there is a level cap.
Stonefist is no fool.
It's
He's found the crown.
I think there is a level
We'll
cap
get to
now,
it first.
but I think it's like 700 and something, or maybe it's just infinite. I don't remember, but.
Talking peace with Ulfric? You must be an optimist.
Oh, get out of the way! Oh,
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
thank you. He was talking about my ass. You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces. Talk to Legate Rickett. I don't want to. She seems botched. I haven't even joined the companions yet. Oh, we're gonna have to grind for so long as a werewolf. Steel Frost. I always cringed because there are Romans in the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, they're not very subtle, are they? There's so many quests that start with reading a random book. If a Guldor wasn't in the Winterhold questline, people would never get Lost Legends. 100%, yeah. 100%. I don't even remember how I started that questline the first time I played this. It's probably the same way. Level 252 you get all perks, but it still goes higher than that. Ah, that's what I was thinking. So that's fair. Can't believe we've already got a broken quest. Right, I need to run to the bathroom. you off, Peter Kelly. I will see you later. I can't believe that we spent like an hour and a half doing the Ethereum questline, and it was broken. Right at the final step, right outside the forge, it was broken. Sad. Right, manual save time before the Greybeards cancel. Sounds like there's loads of bees outside.
Oh, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace.
Guess we'll sit here for the next
not have agreed to
4 hours.
The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions.
Bubba Boss. Hello, Bubba. How are you doing?
Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Where do you want me to sit?
Very good.
Applebirder, thank you for the follow, Apple.
So,
Nice to meet you. How's your day? My day's going really well, thank you, Bubba. This game is so colourful. Oh, me, George. Yeah, it's been going really well, thank you. I played a bit of Dante's Inferno. I've been doing the trials, the multiplayer trials, which is insane. Why is nobody else sitting down? Please take a seat. It's got greys and browns, yeah. I've been doing the Dishonored DLC, which is trials. So it's been a pretty trialing day. Been trial and error. Trying to find a co-op partner to do the Dante's Inferno trials. Because they're a bit of a nightmare. What else have I been doing? Had a lovely lunch. Had a nice nap. Cold coffee. I was at work, of course. I woke up at 5:30 today, and I was playing PlayStation 3 until work. I finished a script for an upcoming YouTube video. Thank you, Apple.
You insult us by
Started finishing another one.
Your chief Talos hunter.
Really excited about those. But yeah, how's your day been, Bubba? What have you been up to?
I have every right to be in this negotiation.
Stop being dicks and do something, Greybeards.
I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
Algir is like,
delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps
Poor
this would be
Algir.
a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
What on earth do
What
you
do you
want from
think?
me?
Are we going to let Ulfric dictate terms to us before the negotiations even start?
No way, Tully.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on
Yeah, got your back.
We walk then.
I got something stuck in my eye. I'm gonna try and turn things in the direction of the Empire because I like them a bit more, but I still don't really care for them that much.
Nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
Get on when you bitch.
Supposed to be on our side?
I'm gonna get myself an early night. Good luck. Holy fuck, Mert. My commiserations on the broken quest. Thank you, Scobie. Enjoy your early night.
I have something to say.
I will miss you.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
Sweet shit. I'd reach across the tables and slap them both as equals. Just bash their heads together like a pair of coconuts.
Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more.
Oh, this guy's got a cool hat. Why? Is that an available hat? And Volstagg
Are you
doesn't.
done?
Sit down.
Did you
Sit
just
down.
come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
To defeat the Hunt.
Yes, let's get this over
Sit down.
with.
Psst,
Are
you're
we
being
ready
rude.
to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented.
The
We are
best
gathered
place,
here
his
at the
corpse.
Dragonborn's
Good point,
request.
Shekel.
I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Negotiations.
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Oh, don't suck up, Elisif.
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
All of these likable
Elisif,
people all together in one room.
I'd handle it.
I care so much about your
Alfred,
individual character
you can't
motivations.
seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yeah, he does.
Yes,
Look at him.
That'd be entirely out of character.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate.
At least they tried, but did they
Since
succeed?
we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think.
Around a
Markarth
table, you
is
can't
worth.
do anything. Yeah. You can have Winterhold.
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver.
Oh wait.
Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric.
Yes.
Plus all the meat. I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were
Well,
on.
if you want me to answer you with a specific question, Tullius, just answer me.
what you said,
You just tell me.
Ulfric.
There's a winged
We've
demigod
made you a
eating the
fair
souls
offer.
of the dead in Nord
Are you
Heaven. I
serious
feel like
about
there's
these
bigger
talks, or
fish
are
to
you
fry.
just-
Yes. I may have seemed inattentive, but I've just been
expected
fighting the
better
final
from
boss of my
Dragonborn.
current game. I won, and now I only have 2
Dragon
achievements left for the 100%. One of them is
despite
probably the
being
easiest, and the other is the hardest in the whole game. I wonder how
As
often that
for
happens.
you,
Well,
Jack.
Midro, tell us more. What are you playing?
I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to
I don't
the
mind if you
Empire
come
is
in and just like look as well. You know, that's
If
cool
you
by me.
think you can hold
You do have a broken hand.
You're as deluded as your emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise
Nobody
you
invited
to watch his
Esbern.
tongue.
Wait, when did he turn up? Oh
He
yeah,
is
Delphine's here as well.
And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger?
Everyone's
Don't you
just
understand what the
flinging out the
return
big
of
dicks.
the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain.
At least the
Your
Arngeir
point
voice actor's given it all,
Can
you
not
know?
put
He's given it his
aside
all.
your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
He's doing his best with what he has. With the tools at his
A
disposal.
very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin,
God.
we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand.
One of our raid members
Don't
lost
hand
internet
me a
today,
mother
waiting to see if they get it back or not, so I'm in the weird position of not wanting
These
to
tips
start
are still
anything.
not acceptable.
That's a bit awkward.
I'm sure you have something in
Oh,
mind.
frick.
Damn right we do.
Alfred puts the
surrender
ass
to our
in
march
sass.
and take Idgrod Ravencrone with you.
Its other side, a
Slowly
turn-based
the Builder will
Souls-like,
take over as
I can
Jarl
play with
of
just
Mordor.
one hand. One achievement is only
Where
obtainable in the
did these
tutorial,
demands
but is
stop,
easily
Ulfric?
missed, so I just
Do
have to
you expect me
redo.
to surrender all of
The other is
Skyrim?
basically a deathless
It
run.
seems I have
Hey,
no
that's gonna be
choice
great,
but to
Midrod. I'm very
Dragonborn's
excited for you.
side, although I'm starting to doubt your
Oh god,
faith.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with your full
What
undivided
say you,
attention.
Dragonborn?
How was work?
Even the Dragonborn betray Skyrim.
I'm a Khajiit!
These terms are not acceptable. You know that.
I'm listening.
Even the Dragonborn betrays Skyrim. You make my people live in a grey quarter. You're horrible to Khajiits.
So be it. The sons of Skyrim.
I don't think you'll even let them inside the walls of Windhelm. You want me? You pissed I'm betraying you.
Seems we may have an agreement.
Good. Great. Good.
Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius. These are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thangvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down.
Maven.
And Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire.
Just kill. Shut up, Baker. Come on.
Under the circumstances.
Come on, man. What do you want me to say? The only Jarl I remember is Balgruuf. Balgruuf is the MVP of Skyrim.
You should be pleased, Elisif.
Oh, also, hello, Potatoes. How you doing?
The Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms.
Audic Smoke, thank you for the follow.
To say to that murderer.
Audic Smoke, thank you for the follow.
You've proven yourself
Nice to meet you.
a good friend to Skyrim. I continue
The only
to
Jarl I
trust
respect is
that
Jarlberg cheese. Delicious. How you doing, Potatoes? And how you doing, Audex? And welcome back, Hayden.
The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with.
I mean, they are boring. Let's get this meeting moving. Jump over and knife one of them. You do it then, Baker. You do it.
Taking control of the rift was a great victory. Ulfric must be rather nervous with us so close to his doorstep.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Come on, go on.
They gave me a sword. Just waiting to... Oh well, a bit of exercise. How's the adventure going? Not bad, thanks. We're going for the platinum again. One of the quests is already irreparably glitched, the Ethereum one. So that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. But besides that, we're just working our way through the main quest. How was exercise? What did you get up to? I'm good, just waiting to take my quiz before chilling for the rest of the night. Nice. What's the quiz on, Potatoes? And I'm good, thanks. Just lived through the Greybeard's Council, so you know.
Excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here.
I'd give a week's pay to see the look on Ulfric's face again.
While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew.
Absorption and variable costing, as well as segmented income statements. Wow, when you said quiz, I thought you meant like a pub quiz.
Dragons that Alduin has raised up.
This is not a pub quiz.
The names of dragons.
I look forward to sitting through this more times than is reasonable. I'll say. That sounds like a very stressful quiz, Potatoes.
He will hear you.
Start and finish the entire Mages Guild questline. Get moving. All right. Let's get going. Let's do the entire Mages Guild questline now. Great. Great.
Your voice
more of this. More of this.
After your victory.
Why did I make that a challenge?
I think it's very likely
never mind.
that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in the scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter.
Cool. Winged snow hunter. Oh goodness, that made me jump.
Here's one more thing. We know about it.
Alright, Delphine.
That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes.
You relentless
and he's not
bitch.
just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as Blades if we continued to help you.
I don't care. It's fine. Bye! I'm in the mood to buy some games. Nice, what are you gonna get? Everyone's a racist in Tamriel. Hell yeah. Tamri, hell yeah. John Spen! Hey, Delphine is a full savage. Delphine is a huge bitch. Also, hey John, how you doing? Please tell me you're not going to kill Parthenex. I am not going to choose to kill Parthenex. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it one of the challenges. So if we accidentally roll that challenge, we'll have to do it. But I'm not going to choose to. Just want to buy some things. Huh? You're going to have a nice browse on Kicks. Right, let's see what we got. We have to start and finish the entire Mage's Guild questline, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we've got ahead. That discerning the Transmundane, Shalador's insights. Which one was it? Is it Shalador's insight? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing really well, thank you, John. We're currently doing a Chivo run of Skyrim. Again, this is our second. We have had the classic quest glitch. The Ethereum Lost to the Ages questline is completely broken, so we'll have to start a new playthrough for that soon. What else? What else are we doing? We are rolling challenges, so every 30 minutes, our lovely assistant Shekel here rolls a challenge. Oh, thank you, Audic. So you're a fan of Bloodborne? Our beautiful assistant Shekel rolls a challenge, and we have to do a challenge. Some of them are really good. Some of them are horrible. It's up to RNGs is what we do. It's hitting the books, I think. All right, thanks, Will. Yeah, it's going pretty well though. Thanks to the writing team constantly fucking up in Skyrim, most characters end up as morons. You know what, Sonny? I agree. I'm enjoying building my PS3 collection with some of the games I missed or once owned but got rid of, and Monster Hunter came the other day so I can get back to that. Nice. Love Bloodborne, went through a tough challenge run earlier this year, the Blood Level 4. Did you finish the game at Blood Level 4? What was the hardest quest at Blood Level 4? Because I know that like Mikolash can be like. Wait, which one was it for you, Will? Was it Mikolash who turned out to be an absolute nightmare? Ludwig and Orphan. Oh, Ludwig, yeah, I bet. Ludwig does so many does so much like what's the word? Like residual damage. Like every time he moves, he seems to have a hitbox related to it. How did you approach Ludwig without just dying constantly? Yawn him. Ludwig is a dance. Yeah, I get what you mean. You have to like run in and out and in and out. What about Ludwig the Accursed though? What was he like? Was he the same? Mikolash was my breaking point. Too much health, too little damage done. Yeah, you just have to memorize like 40 or 50 hours. Yeah, I bet after that you could probably do like a no damage run. You must be an absolute expert. Bloodborne was the first game I played on stream, and it's my stream anniversary in less than a month, so I'm thinking I might do it again. But probably not a Blood Level 4. I'll leave that to the pros.
Huh? Oh.
I see that. I could do no hit, that's another level. Really? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Giant sort of like dumb Gandalfs to me. Don't say it to his face, John. Don't say it to his face. You were shit out of echoes, yeah. Well, I mean, even getting to Mikolash in my perspective is an insane achievement anyway. So. Don't have Bloodborne's DLC. Bloodborne's DLC is pretty good. I obstinately refused to learn how to parry during Bloodborne, so I had a very needlessly difficult time. I parried for Martyr Ligorius and that was it. But besides that, I had a very, very frustrating time. Bloodborne DLC is great value. Bloodborne DLC is really good. Really good. Even visually, like the whole village that you go through, the Wailing Village, is amazing. The bosses are really cool. Even the Living Failures, which I think is probably the weakest boss of that whole DLC, were still amazing. Chalice Dungeons are cancer. I wouldn't say they were cancer. I feel like it's quite a strong word. They're certainly repetitive and they take a long time, but I mean, cancer, really? My Discord name was Orphan of Cos Apologist for a while. Why did you need to apologise for the Orphan of Cos? He was a sweet, innocent baby.
I think the college is due.
I love Chalice Dungeons, but I didn't do the Queen of Blood Level 4. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I bet that would have taken a million years. Well, do you think you ever will, Ordex? Maria and German, you can get away with not parrying. Orphan will end if you can't. Well, Orphan, remember, Will, I think you were watching when I was playing against Orphan. The Orphan took me 3.5 hours without parrying or backstabbing, just out of sheer stubbornness to not learn. The concept is so... I just feel like the word cancer is a very strong word to describe something that's just sort of not that fun. Delicious hot schmoes. Thank you so much, Delicious, for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Excellent. I'll start translating.
I really wish the Queen wasn't locked behind all the dungeons. It was strange to lock her behind all the dungeons and then make her so weak.
Please make sure
that made you jump. Oh, John.
Touching anything. All right.
Did casual Queen on stream on time though? Nice. Casual Queen. How do you define casual Queen? I just found the fucking Chalice dungeons too long with too many of the same enemies. I agree. I agree. Such a good boss fight. The Queen! When I fought the Queen, it was the very last... It was the very last trophy that I needed, besides the ending trophies. So I had definitely worn myself out on it, you know? I remember I was really tired of it. I ended up asking people in the stream, like people in chat, if they wanted to come and help. And they did. So I never actually beat the the Queen solo, which is something that I'd like to do. Just gotta run a regular playthrough, no challenges. Oh, fair enough.
The Arcanium is always accepting new volumes. I only just got my hands on it. I can only work so quickly.
Alright, well I will wait then. Bloodborne is great. I'd really like to see if I can play the whole game in a single stream for my streamiversary, but I'm also worried that I haven't played it in exactly a year, so I think I'm going to be really rusty. So I might have to do like a warm-up, a bit of practice.
It's coming along slowly. I expect there will be some result.
But I might need a bit of practice, but at the same time I can't be bothered, and I'm quite busy this month. So I might not practice, and then I'll just have to have a go and shake the rust off as I play. He's very American, isn't he? He is. He's super American. Hope you have fun with Bloodborne again for its anniversary. Thank you, Vortex. Yeah, I'm excited. I was going to do Spyro, but that's not very relevant to the channel. I love Spyro.
We were able to figure out the last text you brought in. I thought the least I could do is pass the knowledge along.
Well, thank you, sir. Illusion
Alright.
3.
Then
Oh, I'm really hungry. I cannot eat. It is 1 AM. Crash 4 would also have been a good shout. Oh, I love Crash 4. Oh, I love Crash. I don't love Crash 4, I haven't played it. I'd love to play Crash 4. I weighed up buying it, even just to play off stream, and I was like, 55 quid's a bit steep right now. Especially with like Christmas on the way. I want to be able to like buy Christmas presents and stuff.
until next time.
Are you feeling sick?
Go away, Drevis. Mind your business. Your parents named you Drevis. Go away. I'd love to play Crash 4. I might ask for it for Christmas. Bobby,
I think the college is due
can I
for a
please have
change in
Crash 4?
leadership.
For my Nintendo. Yo!
I have many important.
Oh, I thought you were gonna lock me into
Your
some
concerns
dialogue.
are not-
What am I supposed to do now? I've forgotten how this quest goes. Oh, did you say hitting the books? Did I pick the wrong one? I have to go and fetch the 3 stolen books, right? Sorry. I have been awake a long time. I don't listen. Right. Well, now I've waited for like 55 years. Felglow! I've already cleared Felglow as well, so we can just walk through it. That was where I had to read that book aloud for the challenge, and it took like 25 minutes. Well, every time I see a thingy. What thingy? Every time I see a notification on K-Boys, I always think that somebody new's joined it. It's fair, this is a very boring quest. Yeah. Well, it just feels like a Radiant quest, you know? Thingy.
You think you stand a chance?
Nice.
That it? Your best?
Well, where's the other one? So there's him there. Maybe that is just it. Oh, get in! Bloody Felglow. Dante's Inferno took so much out of me today. Also, it's run day tomorrow. I'm really excited. I've started using this app that like gives you weekly things to aim for and like specific weekly running schedules and stuff. And when you run, it gives you like walk for this amount of time, run for this amount of time. Now walk, now run, now walk, now run. And like it's really made me enjoy running again. I'm really excited to run every day now. Can you get a plat on it on Dante's Inferno? Or on my running app? Wait, have you got Dante's Inferno, Baker? No, I'm afraid you can't get it. You can't get a platinum on the running app. So yeah, there's basically no point in me doing it. Exactly, weak. Yeah, on 360. Fuck. I need somebody to do the co-op things with me, and nobody's got it. And I just want to get the co-op trophies. But it's really expensive. It's only available on the UK store. I've found it's not available on the American store. And you have to go around and you have to get it in a really particular way as well.
Here we go.
Oh, hello. Hey, Yami. Raid cancelled? No! Do you ever play with mods? Well, unfortunately, I'm playing on the PlayStation. 4stag. And mods disable trophies on the PlayStation, and I can't use the thing that you can use on Steam. Where I can't use the thing that you use on Steam, where you re-enable trophies. So I can't use mods, but I would if I could. What is life without plats? Shh. Hey, Snuggles, the young miss. Hello. What type of character are you? I'm playing as a Khajiit. As it goes for like build and stuff, I just pick the best thing I can find. We're doing challenge runs at the moment, so I have to change my weapon a lot, so I've not really picked anything specifically. What kind of stuff do you typically go for?
They understand only by
This game I was looking at picking it up. Could get it slightly earlier than planned. You could. Did the Dante's Inferno servers go down? They reinstated them in August. It's really unheard of. I've never known a single game to do this before. But they went down for like 9 years or something. And in August, EA put them back up again. So, yes, the servers are back up, but for no reason. What does the multiplayer stuff require? We'd basically have 15 trials to do. As co-op besties. And that's it. They're very difficult though, is the main problem. Very difficult. I've been doing some of the trials today. There are 25 single player ones. And the training ones are really, not even easy, but they're manageable. And then I did a non-training one and it took me like 4 hours to get through it. 4 hours, it took forever. Yeah, it was really weird coming from EA. Like, I've never ever heard of that happening before. Oh, the book is down here apparently somewhere. Get out of the way. Seeing as you said co-op besties, I'm totally down to never get it. Alright, I understand. Oh, alright, so we need to go... Okay. My favourites are mages. What level is the cat person? We are level 27. Mages are pretty cute. Not pretty cute, what am I saying? No, mages are pretty cool. You start, it seems like you start with like a super grind, you know, all of the magic doesn't seem to be amazing at first, but like once you hit a certain level and you get access to like the best spells, it seems to be an absolute game breaker. Oh, there's a vampire. You okay?
Out of the way, meat.
Okay. Okay. Maybe they're looking at the remastering or something interesting. Poor man's God of War, except too edgy for you. Oh my god, it really was, wasn't it? It's definitely a guilty pleasure for me. Are mages the traditional glass cannons? I reckon so. I mean, you've got some really, really insane spells, but it seems like you're limited by the fact that you have to wear robes to make the best of them, which means that your defense is usually quite low, from what I understand. I guess I could order off kicks tomorrow, see if you can hold on for like a week. These, they're part of the Trials of St. Lucia DLC. Now look, his tail's still waggling. Oh. The moment you get something like Blizzard, it's pretty good, but that's a while. Yeah, I mean, I've never even encountered Blizzard, so. Well, I mean, I've definitely been killed by Blizzard, but I've never picked it up or bought it. You're a sucky vampire, am I? Not yet. We will be a vampire eventually. I'm currently collecting the blood for Septimus, so.
Go, boys.
I'm currently collecting the blood for Septimus, so that's why I can collect orc blood and stuff. I didn't mean to pick up that belt. I did not need it. Wow, what a mishmash of armor. I need to become a werewolf. There we go. I need to become a werewolf, but we haven't had any chance to run into the companions yet.
You've saved me. Thank you so
Thorn.
much. Who knows what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along.
Thank you,
I promise I'll help you get out of here.
I don't think you will.
The books? Oh, I see. I thought perhaps... Well, I thought you'd come for me.
No, I don't know you.
But yes, the books. The caller will have them. She was most interested in one of the volumes. Although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up.
Uh-huh.
Don't you need my help?
Whoa! You're listening to your whole life story right now. What are you listening to?
Well, fine. I'll just save myself then.
I don't trust you. I feel like you're gonna turn on me. And you might not, but you might. I had so much faith in you, Vendor. Dax the Rapper. Someone's called She Did It Again. Oh. I've never heard of Dax the Rapper. You have a very interesting music taste. I don't think we have many musicians we like in common. Flesh is temporary. Knowledge is forever.
Is someone there?
Like the bite of flea.
Yeah, the DLC is so expensive. It's really silly. Like, I already own the Dark Forest DLC, and I've finished the main game. So, like, the thing is, the Trials of Lucia aren't 15 quid. It's a bundle. Trials of Lucia, Dark Forest, a bunch of poppable souls, and some outfits. But like, I only needed the Trials of Lucia, but I couldn't not buy all of the other things. It was really frustrating.
Don't like the looks of this.
Yeah, me neither, boy.
Oh. Huh?
Game digitally with everything is around 25 quid, so I might just grab it digitally. Fair. Fair. Guys, I think we're gonna get the platinum for The Witcher tomorrow. I think we're finally gonna finish The Witcher. I'm well ready. I'm well ready. I've got the day off work. I'm gonna have like a full montage of me like in the gym, hitting the punching bag, hitting the weights, doing the cardio. I'm ready, you know, I'm ready. Ah! Luckily, 4 of the 9 trophies we have left are about armor. So we'll get 4 in like one go. What game is after The Witcher? I think it's Doom 2016. So more Bethesda. With Detlef's face on. Hey, 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 Jedi, how are you? Get out of the way, but oh, okay, I'm fine. Good luck with the multiplayer Chiefs. I think you can boost them, can't you? That's what I'm counting on, at least. I'm sure we'll find somebody who's got the game while we play. I'd rather boost with somebody I know, but if I must have a stranger, I will have a stranger. I assume there isn't crossplay. I have no idea actually, but since it's Bethesda, probably not. Gutted I've missed the past few streams. We've missed you, Jedi. But I guess you're really busy now with college and all that. How's that going? Hey, Baker. Integral part of the stream. Integral. Do you need the achievements as well? Nerd! Welcome back, Nerd. We missed you. How's the internet now? There's not crossplay. Ah, that's alright. Oh, you could have helped. Finally, you and me team up. But you know what I am going to play soon? Final Fantasy XIV. And I heard that you actually hate that game, so I won't invite you. No more internet annoyance. Nice. How was work? Glad to have you back. Got them early on as I got the collectors with the statue. Baker. Cool. I do need the plat, however. Wait. Well, I can't play with you anyway. What? Why? And thankfully work has sorted my availability. Yes! Finally, the problem's solved. You're on an EU data center. Oh, maybe. Can I not join your data center? Can I ask nicely? Good day of work today. Love it. Glad to hear it. I was saying earlier that it's super cool that you're a couples therapist. Like, that's so interesting. I bet you see some, like, really interesting dynamics. Can only cross servers on the same data center. I guess I could make an alt. Well, it's up to you, honestly. If that's a pain, then that's fine by me, if you don't want to. We're probably not going to start it for a while as well, so there's plenty of time for you to make the decision. You would gladly switch as well if you could. Jedi! Yeah, it's good to see you, man. You've been playing anything good lately? Getting up to anything fun, or has it just been work, work, work? I sure do. Nice. That's so cool. When I was younger, I was like, I want to become a divorce lawyer. Then I get to see the drama. And then I realised that that probably wouldn't be very fun besides the drama, so I didn't. Oh, cool. Let's see what our thing is. Oh, right in the neck. Couples who are having some issues before COVID are really falling apart right now. Really? Well, I guess that makes sense. Like, stuck in a house together. The classic ensemble use sword and shield for the next 20 minutes. Thank you. It is not great. Aww. Their divorces jumped by 150%? Who's got money for all those divorces? Maybe they just set up a Kickstarter for it. It's rough. I bet. I bet. I don't know what I'm allowed to ask. I'm like, yeah, I guess you've been, I was gonna say I guess it's been keeping you late, but then I realised that we're in completely different time zones. So when I start streaming at 8 PM and you're like, oh, I'm still at work, it's not because it's 8 PM. Ooh! That's a good question, Meadrod. Nerdstring, what do you make of Geralt and Yennefer? Oh, that's an interesting question, Nerd. So when you're talking to couples, how do you know that one of them is about to split up? Like, how do you know that it's just not gonna work? I mean, my girlfriend could use you. See? Word of mouth. Good exposure. My wife and I don't need you at all. Perfect, perfect, Yami, perfect. I went to call you Senshi and Yami, and I almost just called you Semi. That wouldn't have been very polite. Geralt and Yen are one of the most toxic couples I've ever seen. Yes! Preach! Yeah, Jenna. Nobody knows you're an 18-wheeler. Can I get commission, Nerd? Because I helped. I'm joking. I wonder if it's possible to be a simp and a pimp at the same time. Well, I mean, a pimp is an occupation. I mean, it's a very disgusting one, but it's an occupation nonetheless. It's a job. Whereas a simp is like a state of mind, so I guess it is technically possible.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How
The whole
nice
star-crossed lovers
to
thing is
meet
such
you.
an annoying trope. Yes, it is. It also, like, Geralt binds them together. Geralt binds them together by making that wish to the djinn without talking to her in the first place, before they've even properly spoken to each other. So, like, he sees her, he fancies her, and then he binds her to him with unbreakable magic spells.
Names no longer matter. You may refer to me as Paula.
And I find that really weird that he's like, I wish we were bound together for the rest of our lives, and she's like, oh hi, I'm Yennefer, it's nice to meet you.
So you're just one of Aron's lackeys.
It's like
That's
star-crossed lovers,
disappointing.
but
You show real promise. You come
I-
here.
I just
kill
find that
my
so strange, you know?
assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything.
why have open and honest communication when you can get a djinn to do it for you?
Oh, I'm afraid I'll allow you the opportunity to turn around. I'm afraid you don't have anything worth
I
trading.
hope that they deviate from that in the show.
Now, you can
I mean,
go
they've
back to
already done it.
college and leave
They've
me
already
be,
done it so
or
that
I can kill
he's
you.
made the
Your
wish
choice.
on the djinn before even properly speaking to her.
Are you attempting to?
And then they
You won't
immediately
leave
plow,
here
and
at
I'm like,
all.
how likely was that to happen? Well, maybe it was likely, but it's weird. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I hope she does as well. They do seem to have taken some interesting turns with her character. Like her obsession with having a child is kind of weird. But hopefully that, I mean, I think the writer is a woman, so hopefully she'll be like, wait a minute. I use a djinn to solve all my problems, mostly Tanqueray. Hey! I like it. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Oh, the book fell on the floor. It's probably got burnt. That seems alright. Did-did-did. Did-did-did. Dubious activities. Yen does. Yen does. I mean, I'm not saying that Yen is like an innocent woman that Geralt has, you know, enslaved. I think they're as bad as each other. I find Triss to be abhorrent as well, but we've already spoken about that. So things before the incident. Yeah, I don't think Yennefer's a nice person, and I think Geralt is weird. Yen is, yeah. Let's get these write-ins back. Oh, we can also get the Ogma Infinium. I'm not going to use the Augury Infinium either because I just want to be 100% sure that they're both products of their own mixed up childhoods. I suppose so. I suppose so. Maybe. I mean, they are also both written by a man who clearly romanticizes their relationship rather than, like, points to it as a problem. So I think they are, in theory, products of their childhoods, but they have also been written very specifically to be that way.
The
series pretty cool.
Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
You look a bit...
People keep telling me that I look sick. I'm like, no, I look rad. Oops. I was trying to put my shield away.
Hundreds of years have gone. Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece.
Sapkowski himself seems a bit odd. Yeah, he definitely
I'll look
seems
these over
strange.
And inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant.
He definitely seems
Night
strange.
of tears,
Especially somebody to write a romance like that. Like, wow, aren't they perfect for each other? She treats him like a baby and a moron. And henpecks him constantly and does horrible things to him. And he follows her around because he has no self-respect and does a magic spell to bind them together for eternity without the consent and shags around. But she also shags around. Like, wow, they're so perfect. They're so perfect for each other. Wow, so perfect. Let's see if any of these books can be read or sold. Yes! Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Alright then.
Oh, still didn't level up. Right,
You need a book?
Ureg.
Please make sure your hands
You can take this.
clean
You can
before
take this back.
touching anything. Alright?
Wow, we are at 15k. Is it possible that you have some opinions on this matter? No. I don't have any opinions on this matter. I definitely haven't been considering writing a whole script for a video about it. Never.
Services.
I keep out of these matters, and that I don't like to get too in depth on this channel. I don't really like to discuss things too closely. Ooh, sickness! Do it! Yes, I will. I will. I just gotta finish all of the ones I'm currently working on. Turns out I really like writing. I'm glad. I'm glad that I found something enriching during the quarantine. Not that Twitch hasn't also been extremely fun and enriching. There's a character in the books called Little Eye who seems to have been Geralt's real true love. But spoilers. What? Meadrod, I want to know now.
I can almost hear them. I feel their life energy.
This guy's mouth is far too big. The curtain has been pulled back just an inch more. I definitely think I'm going to come out of this quarantine much happier than I went into it. Yeah. It's really given me a chance to sort myself out. Read the first book from on. No! He got them dick-sucking lips. He'll never out-suck Jin Sakai. Do you know why your channel on YouTube keeps giving me notifications that new videos are up when none are? It could be if you're subscribed to my VODs channel. I upload all of the streams I do there, so that could be the one that you're getting notifications for. The VODs channel is just an archive for streams. Oh, I missed him turn to dust, said. So that could be it. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's the right channel for spicy vids. The other one is gonna be relentless spam. Relentless spam.
Now, you have my Ogma Infinium. It contains the knowledge of the ages, as revealed to Sarces, my loyal servant.
I need to change the
For
tabs below the stream
years, it's been shut away
so that people
from
don't
the
accidentally
world.
subscribe to the VOD channel.
Septimus was a useful
2-point hospital! Oh my god!
unleashing it.
I really want to get 2-point hospital.
It is in your hands.
Lovely to see you,
Let
Hermes.
us work wonders together.
It's really fun, yeah. Did you play Theme Hospital? Back when that came out? That's the one I'm subscribed to. Oh, that's really weird. Yeah, I definitely don't subscribe there. I don't post there very often. I've only got 5 videos on there so far. I don't know why you're getting notifications for it then. It's really weird. I'm sorry. That must be very annoying. I did as a kid, which is why I wanted to play this one. It's a very good modern sequel to that. Yes! Thanks, Fatal. Mark! I'm gonna drop off the Ogma Infinium so I don't accidentally use it. Yeah, we love you too, Fatal. Remember when he was just a glowing orb and not that? Good times before Dragonborn. I don't think I remember him before Dragonborn. I think I played it after Dragonborn came out, so I would never have seen him. What did he look like? Did he look like the Midden? On the list of things that annoy me, it's fairly low on the list. Okay, that's kind of a relief. My children live in my proud spire manor, which is neither proud nor a spire. Hello.
Look what I found. Here, take it.
Working days are done.
She's got dead eyes. Gets annoyed by everything. If I'm like even remotely tired, everything will get on my nerves, and then everything will make me sad, and then I'll go for a nap, and then I'll be like, oh, I guess I'm alright. Just an odd thing I noticed. That is really strange. Right, let's slap this in there. It's kind of like the Augur of Dunlane. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna put these in here because they seem to be broken. Sad. Anything else? I'd really like to sell some shit. I'm gonna go speak to Sybil? No, Sybil Stendar? No. The woman, you know, the really mean vampire in the Blue Palace. I feel like a pleb now that I know you have like 37 plats. Well, I mean, doesn't matter too much. Don't compare yourself to me. I do this 6 hours a day. Like, of course I'm gonna have plats out my ears. And I always feel like a pleb because whenever people come in here, they're like, oh yeah, I have 77 plats. Oh, I have 400 plats. And I'm like, oh, I call myself a trophy hunter. Oh, good. Someone's always got more. I have like 5. You tend to go pretty hard with the games that you enjoy though. I mean, how many hours have you got in Final Fantasy XIV? I got 2. I have 54, see? If Baker can have 54, then what are we doing, Mark? I have like at least 20 games in the 80s, so I need to get that done. Yeah, I do like a bit of cleanup. Where's Sybil? I didn't catch the end of the Neo 2 stream on Tuesday. How close are you to 100%? We've reached the DLC now. It's extremely hard. It upsets me how difficult it is. So hopefully soon I'm gonna say.
Do you have business with the court?
Where's Sybil? Maybe in like 2 streams, but in 2 streams time the DLC's coming out, so, well, the next DLC, so.
If I needed
we'll just do more of that.
Spells and incantations.
116 days of playtime. A friend owes me a platinum back in the Modern Warfare 2 PS3 days. I helped him get his one. Oh. You're gonna cash it in. You're gonna be waiting at the foot of his bed. I think I've got 34. Hey! This annoying ass Kadama. Oh, the Kadama are alright. 4 or 5 of them have been since COVID started. It's the best time. It's the best time. It's the best time. I just suck. You don't suck! Sweet Mark, you do not suck. And I own too many consoles. So do I. So do I. I mean, as long as you're doing stuff that makes you happy, it doesn't matter. Cool, we're on 16k. I need to have 100k in my pocket at one point. And it's taking a long time because vendors don't have enough money to purchase my goods. I got that easy Walking Dead. I'd love to do the Walking Dead plat. How long did that take, out of interest? Was it like a matter of hours or a matter of days, but just very easy days? You beat the game. Okay. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Neo, Darksiders 3, Pyre, and Medieval. Medieval! I've got Medieval. I haven't platinumed that yet. I'm excited to. It just never wins the poll, unfortunately. Could do it for Halloween and pretend it's a Halloween stream when actually it's just like trophy cleanup that I've been wanting to do for a while. I clearly don't sleep enough. Ah, well.
I think the college is due for a change.
To purchase your goods and services.
Good to see spells and incantation. Spells and incantation.
I always get so mixed up in the stuff I say. Those with the talent to cast them. Ah, oh, you only got 500 bob. Let's increase our health. Maybe, ooh. Allure. Mainly just like beating ass. I love just practicing moves on Monster Hunter World and Neo. Yeah, I mean, you seem content enough. Like I wouldn't measure your ability based on plats.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal?
Buried?
Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details.
You mean you've had this in a book the whole time and you never went to check?
This is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the mark. Quite unlike anything we've seen before.
What are you doing?
Aliad, Gwema, Daedric, not even
I hope the Switch brings in trophies. Don't know if that's Nintendo's thing, but hopefully they will. I'd love to have a set of achievements for things like Pokemon. Neo is kind of a cheat because I was only 3 trophies away when lockdown started. I mean, Neo's still a pretty tough plat. Look where we are now. True. Good point. Hopefully. I hope so.
Mage is already hard at work.
And Kano's like breathing down his neck.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
I think the college is due for a change.
We're involved in
oh, go away.
Yes, I've no
Some
doubt
Switch games have achievements built in like
Cuphead. Is a matter that cannot
well,
Cuphead's on PS4 now. I've added it to the list myself.
The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
That's why I like Final Fantasy on the Switch. Which Final Fantasy is on the Switch?
Really? Well, allow me
10
to
and
clarify
12.
the situation.
I would go completely insane, really? Is it
There's
that bad?
someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically.
Why didn't he just freeze
So
time
we're
for me
going to
again?
go have a little chat with him and find out exactly.
17 plats, Yummy. How do you find the time between all your pottery?
I'll be the
I
one.
want to say that they released a third version of every Pokemon game. That's essentially DLC.
The Sijic Order is a rogue organization.
I mean,
believing themselves to be
Pokemon Sword and Shield got DLC as well.
They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before.
7,
and I have
8,
no intention of allowing that to happen.
9, 10, 12, and 15 Pocket Edition. Huh.
If you're working on any experiments...
Tales of Zestiria. What's so rare about them? Are they difficult, or are they just games that not many people play?
I said let's go, now.
Oh, fair enough, nerd. Alright. I'm waiting for you. Time consuming, I see.
I said let's go, now.
Perfecting every boss on super hard
that
mode.
is
No
true,
thank you. Yeah,
but
I
I
feel
still
that.
report to the Old Mary Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaning. I said let's go, now.
Please go, please. I can't move without you.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. Just like anywhere
Now,
else.
you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
You're such a bint. Quaranier. I've got the day off tomorrow, and I've got the day off on Monday. I'm hyped. I'm ready. Long overdue. Long overdue. I wonder when Cyberpunk's released. I've actually pre-ordered that.
Please, it is
It's just
good to
gonna
meet you
turn
in
up one
person.
day.
You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? I'd simply like to talk to you.
Fifth
I've given us
rarest
a
is
chance
Little
to
Big
speak
Planet
privately.
3 co-op.
But I'm afraid I can't do this for
November
long.
19th.
Must
Oh,
be
not for
brief.
ageism.
The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it
Okay.
is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of
All of the
Magnus,
ARC
as
villains
people
are
think of
knobs.
calling it.
True.
The energy coming from
Games
it
that have
prevents
trophies
us
related to
from
rating
reaching the
systems are
vision
tough for
you
me
have
because I
already
find a
seen.
good strategy that works for my
The longer it
playstyle, and they
remains here,
really
the
use
more
god tier
dangerous the
stats.
situation becomes. And so I
Oh,
have
they
come
are
here
really the
personally
god tier
to
stats.
tell you it must be dealt with.
Oh, you mean like Devil May Cry?
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
I propose to
You
her with a
must
custom level.
understand, the
Fucking
City
hell,
Order
Yemi!
does not
That's
typically
romance incarnate.
intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly.
Nevertheless.
You must take it upon yourself. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for
The Sijic Order are
If
such
it remains
losers.
here, it will be
Genuinely.
misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the
A
aftermath.
close friend made us bride and groom
cannot
sack
predict
boys. We
what
had our
that will
table
be.
at the reception.
I
That's
fear I
so
have already
beautiful, Yemi.
overstepped the bounds of
Such
my
like a subtle,
but I will
such like a subtle addition as well.
Seek out the Augur of Dunlane.
I love like subtle video
His
game
perception may
decoration.
be more coherent than ours.
I gotta start getting them platinums if I'm gonna croak alone. Do it, man. Do it. We can compare.
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort.
Got the trilogy collection thinking, oh yeah, I've played
Now,
these games as a
I'm
kid,
afraid
I've
I
got
must
this,
leave you.
and
We
no.
will continue to
Yeah,
watch over you
a few of
and
them are
guide
on
you
the
as best
polls,
we
and I'm kind of nervous
It
for
is
when they
within
get
you to
voted in,
succeed.
because I am also
Never
worried
forget
about
that.
the rating system. Will you ever play another Resident Evil game, Merc? Because Resident Evil 4 was huge fun. I think Resident Evil 7 is about to go onto the poll, and I reckon that's going to get voted in. Measure your plats. We can have a platting contest. When we hit 1K, we're gonna do a platinum marathon and basically try and platinum as many games as we can within one stream. Get like loads of those games that you can play in like 10 minutes. Just see how many you can get. So my number may double. There's loads of people in Skyrim who could easily solve these problems but don't because it's not their destiny. Yeah, Bethesda are really good at writing those kinds of characters by accident. Oh my god, he's just leaving. He's just walking out the front door. You off, mate? Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna despawn? Is he gonna wait somewhere? Challenge 28. Time to scavenge. Completely disrobe and put away your weapons. You're only allowed to use what you can find for the next hour. As soon as you find something, put it on. If you find something else, replace your current equipment with it. Let's cobble this together. Where is he going? I've had the Cursed Ring of Hircine on for a while, and I haven't turned into a werewolf. I can't wait for it to happen at an important time.
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
Does Google say where he goes? Because I'm really tempted to follow him, but I also kind of want to carry on. Just want to go see if he goes and like sits in a pub. Probably to the Ebony Mines. Where are you going, Coroner? Skyrim. Where does Coroner go? People have asked this question. Looks like he goes to the frozen hearth and then just goes to bed. Huh. Sad. It's like watching a kid. I'm definitely going to turn into a werewolf at my own wedding. Right, let's figure out where, what's his name is? The Midden, the Augur of Dun Lane. It's my day off tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up really late because I've streamed until 2 AM. I'm gonna... Oh, hey.
I'm not sure what happened.
I'm gonna have a delicious wrap for lunch. I'm gonna make brownies. I'm gonna do my run.
He just leaves.
I'm gonna
I hope we didn't
record my script. I'm gonna write another one. I'm gonna stream The Witcher. We're gonna get the platinum.
Has Tolfdir been telling
if I have any other time, I'm gonna have a shower and maybe some dinner. I'm well pumped.
Please, don't allow him to continue
Got such
to
a full day
discuss the
tomorrow.
subject.
Thought you meant off from streaming. No, tomorrow's gonna be a big day.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Tomorrow's gonna be a big ass day. I've got a very simple guide for the direction I'm going to take tomorrow. We're gonna finish it with the Grandmaster armor stuff.
Are one of the few things that
Where's
keep us
Tolf, dear?
in touch with
Tolf!
the sky.
Yo! Cannot wait in this location. It's boring.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all...
Nereus sucks. We're gonna... Oh, I sent the list to Shekel at one point, but I'm ready. It's gonna take a while. I might start an hour early, but... Sure it is, snarky asshole, yeah. It's gonna take a while. That goes without saying, but... I might start an hour early. We might really power through it.
The college will be here for... Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't...
I can't believe these guys just have an
Are you
oracle
going to
living
see him?
beneath the college and they
Do
never
tell
talk to
hello
him.
for me, won't you?
I'm still upset over the Sekiro shit. What's Sekiro shit?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
I'm interested in a search for games with easy achievements. The winner is something called Neo Balls 2. 2,021 achievements, one for every second you play. Wow. How many seconds is in... How many achievements? How many seconds? How many hours are 2,021 seconds? Your damn final boss encounter I was told of.
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind.
No big deal. No big deal, Mark. No big deal. It's not just like the proudest moment of my entire life.
The same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before.
I love how this guy's mate is just
But
chilling
I think
underground and he like
became
never
too
goes to talk to
focused
him.
on
He just forgets
how
about him.
much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
It was a huge fluke. Like he spammed the absolute shit out of lightning
I
just
need
over
your
and
help,
over and over and over and over and over again. So I just repeatedly stunned him and then hit him. It was like pure RNG. It was good though. I felt like Billy Big Balls. It's just over half an hour. Oh. That's a lot of achievements. Would that be very cheap? Would it be very cheap to get 2,021 achievements? I don't think I'd be as sad about it as... I mean, PSN profiles, the people on PSN profiles would look down on me, but at the same time, 2,021 achievements. How about that many, mainly bronze? Ah, fair. Cool, we got 20 minutes left, and I don't have any items or anything. I have to scrounge for everything I use. Okay. People are yeah, I went from level 17 to level 304 overnight, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'll take that, Will. Thank you for making me feel better. Everyone hated that faction living the dream. That's hilarious. Oh, okay.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments.
Oh.
Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
This guy sounds like he's been smoking for 8 million years. Easy. Your plan of world domination is coming to fruition. Oh! Hole in neck, yeah.
Which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun.
Why are there so many all-powerful people in Skyrim and like none of them lift a finger?
What they seek, what you seek.
Thank you, Mark! I'm glad. You're the first person to mention it.
Indeed.
Kadama! There's a game called Grav Blazer, 1 achievements. All you have to do is start the game and exit it, and voila, 100%. Oh my god, Midrod, we're going to be doing all of these. We're going to do all of these over the course of like a single stream. As many plats as we can. And we can play some games while we do it as well. Like, with chat and stuff. We can find like something that we can all do.
Your path now follows his, though you will
although I'll have to have a think. Maybe we could do like a quiz or something, and I could like read out the questions to you guys.
The one who calls himself.
My friend Lich, who also streams, for her streamiversary, she got herself like a big card and a bunch of different colour pens. And people could like cash in a points reward where they'd like pick a pen colour and then like write a message to put in the card, and that was really cute. Obviously, like, she has a very wholesome community, so everybody was like, Lich, you're amazing. Like, you've really grown. Love everything you do. You're so sweet. I love spending time with you. And congratulations sincerely. But obviously I've got you guys, so you guys are going to be like, Venus. But I mean, like, in the same way, that isn't that a beautiful thing? Venus, just 58 different Venus card fillings with like different pen colours and stuff. Venus. You're shit. You've got shit number of plats. You found the centipede demon hard.
So you must act with haste.
Might as well just go with the real thing. You may as well. Like, if we're gonna hide it that, if we're gonna allude to it that clearly. I did find the centipede demon hard. Yeah. See, Mark, you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear for my elite Ishin skills. I found the centipede demon hard. But not Ishin, no. I was busy, you fell off the thing. Well, I mean, that's sweet, isn't it? Like, memes from our time together, that's sweet. I like that. Oh, actually, that sounds pretty cute. She also got, like, a bunch of stickers. Oh, no, wait, that was for her streamiversary, not for her... Not for a milestone. I was going to do it for the streamiversary. So I still need to think of something to do for the milestone while I'm just hammering through as many plats as I can. Full stag? Come on! It's pizza time. A day before the Witcher this time around, yeah. Go on, Bullstag. Get him. Pepperoni and cheese. Nice. Nice choice. Now I finally get some stuff. Baby's asleep, dishes and kitchen cleaned up. Gonna crack open a tasty stout and watch Orphan Black with my wife. That sounds like the perfect evening. You have a really good one, nerd. Thanks for coming by. Say hello. Say hello for us. Or from us. Either way. Oh, just not chatting fit? Well, I enjoy the look. Ah yes, the classic pre-bed pizza. So is this the only way we could have... Huh. See you next time. Yeah, maybe I could, maybe like throughout the stream I could be doing stuff where like it's like quiz questions or something, but like not a quiz maybe. Or maybe a quiz if you guys want a quiz. And then at the end I could announce a winner. and maybe give something away. Food for thought, eh? You gotta get that Neo-Platinum. Do it, yeah. Kodamas are pretty easy because you don't need to fight any bosses to collect them, so you can just like grab the Kodamas you need and then bail. Easy peasy. This is the first time I've ever left the midden through the ladder I came in through. Normally I go all the way out through the bottom and then end up right at the bottom of Winterhold and have to just swim out. You could cook kebabs on stream while we place bets on how long it'll take before the fire brigade will arrive. Will you ever let go of the fact that I set my oven on fire? Will you ever leave me with this? Will you ever put that away?
What you learn here will
just cause I did a small fire in my kitchen. A small one, a very modest one. A very modest fire, like, on the grand scheme of flames,
I'd certainly
minuscule.
love to have such a
And
powerful
you bring it up
staff,
every single time.
but I'm not really
got a
sure
chance.
that any of us need it.
My kebabs and I don't need to be
how
so
do you know
attacked.
this? Did you
It was a
really?
small fire.
And he
A
specifically
small
mentioned the
shish
staff
fire,
of
yeah.
Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative.
It's too good a story to let
Of
you
course,
forget.
Someone
That's
will
alright.
need to follow up on this.
That's alright.
A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself.
Shut up, Aaron.
Something as specific and ancient as the staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite
Forever the moment
pleased
you
with
told
your
anyone about
progress,
it.
you know.
I deserve it.
You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere
What could we do?
apprentice.
What could we do?
Well
What could we do?
This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Speak with Mirabelle. I could mukbang. No, I can't think of anything. Oh. My apologies, Ormond. No, this is for the 1K. This is for the 1K while we're doing the Plat Marathon. I never got mukbang. Same.
If
I'm only
there are
messing
any
around.
problems, let me know. Well, now that's an odd question.
The stream anniversary is
Why in the world would you
Bloodborne,
be
Shekel.
asking?
The 1000 is Plat Marathon.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it. Though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you.
Same with ASMR. Yeah, I
only
don't
brought it
get
to his
ASMR
attention
either.
a few months back when the Synod showed up.
I definitely get mukbang more than
They
I
were
get
apparently
ASMR.
under the impression we were
in
keeping
this,
him
in
in
a sense
closet
that
somewhere.
I feel like mukbangs are about people eating whilst having a conversation with you. So like they
Mages
talk
based out
about
of
stuff
Cyrodiil.
and like gossip about
They
things
fancy
while they eat.
themselves
So I
the
can kind of
imperial
get that.
authority on magic
But like I
these
watched a
last
guy do it
few
once and he was the
My
messiest,
understanding
most
is that all
disgusting
they
eater
really
I've
do
ever
is
seen,
make
and he was like,
noise in an attempt to curry
it
favor
made me
from
feel
the
sick.
Emperor.
It made me feel sick, so I
Lots
just
of
turned it off.
politics,
I mean,
little
I
magic.
don't at all
I was
understand
quite surprised to
ASMR,
find them on our
and I
doorstep.
barely
They seemed
understand
amiable
mukbang.
enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It
The next
became
person that
clear
gets
they're
mad at
trying
me
to
for saying
hoard
something in the
powerful
stream that wasn't even
artifacts,
offensive,
looking to
and a
consolidate
person put the
power.
salt emote because they're being salty. What are you talking about, Hayden?
No one
Nobody's
here
nobody's
does.
got offended
The
or
Synod
mad at
seemed
you.
convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired
Or
about
was
the
that a
ruins
trap?
of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just
Mzulft?
don't expect them to be cooperative.
Can't believe you would mention salt when there are people here with hypertension. Yeah.
Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus?
Yeah, you're alright, Mark. You're right. I just did that to the laptop because I'm talking to you. You know. first stream I just joined, some person said I was not 18, and I gave my birthday, I told them to do the math, and I was like, you really should do the math, and then somebody came in that I knew from another stream, and they said, you have to be 18 in this stream. Said that their name, you should have had my back, you know, my age, you should have verified, and you're salty. Wait, so they wouldn't let you into the stream because they didn't think you were 18, but they didn't have age restrictions on the stream? But if they did have age restrictions, then you would be old enough to join the stream, so you would have been able to enter the stream. How are you supposed to prove that you were old enough? Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around that as well, Mark. That's a weird one. As soon as I walked in, I was being hounded. If you're not 18, you shouldn't be here. And I was like, bro, you're all salty. That is weird. So you managed to get into the stream because you were old enough to, and then they still gave you shit for it? That doesn't seem right. There are easier age checks. Yeah. I love how we just picked up a challenge, do the entire mage quest from start to finish. What is typically on the save icon? Hey! Some mods are pretty weird. Thing is, like, with some streamers, I can understand if you're absolutely sick to the back teeth of something and it's like in your stream rules and people are doing it anyway. If you just get so tired of it that you just immediately kick somebody who doesn't follow the rules, I can kind of get it, you know. But it very much depends. I gave me lots of shit for being able to get in because I was 18 and they didn't think I was. That's weird. You need 3 years experience with this entry-level job when you need the job for experience. Yeah, that was kind of their logic. Alright, see you soon, Meteor, stick tight. I've been banned from streams over personal feelings before. Oh well. I've never been in a stream like that. I've been in streams before where any mention of any genital or swear word would get the message deleted automatically because they had auto mod on really high. So like if you said like dick, it would get deleted. But never too much weird stuff. Oh. I had the Discord and I joined so I could verify I was 18 and I sent my birth certificate. You shouldn't have to send your birth certificate. That's not information that they need. That's I feel like they could steal your identity if they had that. Crossed out everything besides my age and birthday. Well, I mean, I guess they couldn't steal your identity if you crossed out everything but your age and birthday, but that's still very extreme to have to send. Yeah, don't send people your age, your birth certificate. They got nothing on you. You can fight them all you want, but if somebody steals your identity, that's your credit. That's your credit. Credit rating ruined. They could put you in debt in your name. They could open credit cards in your name. There's lots of things they could do in your name that would make your life very difficult. It doesn't matter if you physically fight them. They could ruin your life if they steal your identity. I don't have a credit rating, I don't do credit cards, I don't even have a bank, I keep my money with me at all times, they can't take shit, they could probably get from me as my name. But I mean, do you ever think you might buy a house, or get a car, or take out a loan? I like Discord mods, they're so fucking over the top, like they're the actual fucking world police. I actually hate it. You've never mentioned this to me before, Shekel. I want to know more about this. If I'm buying a house, I'm bringing cash, it's that simple. Wow, I hope you're a big earner then. Yeah, they can do a lot with your name as well. Definitely don't underestimate what people can do with your personal information. Hey Birch, did you do the quest? No, the quest is broken. Also, good morning, Birch. How did you sleep? Quest is broken. So you know how you sent me the fix for the quest being that if you don't have a Dawn God quest unlocked, you can drop everything and save and load and pick it up again. I have a Dawn Gold quest, so I've technically started the quest line, so I have to do it on a new save. But I'm going to wait until the end of the playthrough in case we have other things that randomly break as well.
I'm on your side.
Sorry, Vorstag, you just got in the way. I've never seen a crazy Discord mod. I've seen Discords with weird rules before. I'm in a few of them that are very, like, overtly safe spaces. But nothing, like, offensively crazy. Yeah, we should be able to rush through it. I don't think it has a level limit. There's so many pedos as Discord mods, it's insane. Well, how so? Nintendo Shame Cube. Well, that's hilarious. That's why you don't ask people for their age online. Well, I want to know about these pedos that you're apparently meeting. Well, not meeting, but you know what I mean. Visiting. No, seeing as you visit spaces on the internet. Go, Volstagg, go! I want to hear stories, Shepherd. I think even— oh yeah, I've definitely seen the furry problem that they have, where they don't class furry child porn as child porn, so they don't delete it even if it explicitly shows babies. What are we talking about, chat? Birch is like, whoop. We're talking about creepy Discord mods. Yes.
Enough! This now!
Is there anything of use in here? No. Oh, I can't believe we wasted an hour on the fucking Ethereum quest only for it to glitch and break. I should have known there was a problem as soon as she was asking me why I didn't pick up the diary, and I was like, but you didn't— there wasn't a diary there. I should have known. IRC! Oh my god. We still use that word a bit, technically. Alright, I'm gonna call it here because we are— well, it's 2 AM. we've done a lot today. Not as much as I would have liked, unfortunately, due to the old glitcheroo. We would have had the Ethereum trophy as well by now, so that was kind of a waste of time. But I think we got a couple today. Good morning. Sorry, Senshi. Good morning, Senshi. Yeah, we got a bit done. Not as much as I would have liked, but we got a little bit done. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider giving me a follow. It really helps. We'll be back tomorrow. We will be getting The Witcher 3 Platinum tomorrow. Come hell or high water, I will stay up an extra 2 hours if I need to. But yeah, have a really good evening, guys. Good night, everybody. Good night, CJW. It's been good. It's been good to see you. Thanks for the ad. Good night. No worries, Mark. Good night, Mark. Good night, everybody. Bye.